people are finally starting to believe that PE firms are actually going to hold off on recruiting this calendar year. I'll admit, I was extremely skeptical that we would get past August without recruiting kicking off, just because of how early the timeline's been in the past few years. But it turns out that if Jamie Dimon puts his foot down and other big banks start asking for promise rings, then you can actually get some change done. Now, the communication of some PE firms suggesting that they're not going to recruit until the end of the year means that we could be looking at a January-February timeline again, which would be very similar to how recruiting was about a decade ago. I think it's also practical to think about the bigger picture in private equity right now as well. Deal exits are down, so fundraising has been a little bit more challenging. But in general, I think this is an absolute win for most candidates because we'll get a much higher matching rate if people are allowed to work 6 months or more in their job before recruiting. I think this also goes to show you that it's extremely hard to predict exactly when recruiting is going to kick off. Even myself, talking to recruiters and listening to different rumors, it's almost impossible to forecast what's going to happen a few months out.